the next 3 days, I would be hiking through the most scenic area that I had seen since leaving Mount Hood a few days earlier. Entering the Goat Rocks Wilderness, Gifford Pinchot National Forest. The Goat Rocks Wilderness was the most challenging section of the PCT for me so far in Washington. I had heard of the Knife's Edge, but I didn't know where it was. There was a lot of climbing and a few snowfields to cross. Good morning, it's about day 17. Last night or evening, I crossed over into what they call the Goat Rocks Wilderness area. So far it's just been kind of walking through the woods, not too many views. Passed a few ponds and a lake yesterday. And today I guess I'm going to be going over a pass called Cispus Pass. There's supposed to be some good views. There's a mountain called Old Snowy with an ice field on the slope that you have to either cross or take an alternate trail if you don't want to walk on the snow. Anyway, last night I got to camp really early. It was like 5:30. So I had a lot of time to cook dinner and set up my tent. A couple hours later, some people came into the campsite and camped nearby. And I said hello to them this morning. Got a pretty early start this morning, 6:30. It's about 8:30 now. Just stopped and had breakfast and coffee a few minutes ago. Mosquitoes are out, but they're not too bad. I think I left my pocket knife back in Trout Lake, so it was a Swiss Army knife, a small red one. So I'm going to have to try to get another one when I get up to White Pass. Speaking of White Pass, my friend Michael Magatelli, who I started to hike with a couple weeks ago, he's flipped up to White Pass and he's hiking south just as I'm hiking north to White Pass. So we should be passing each other either today or tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to meeting him. Morning.
Morning.
So I've met a lot of hikers, a lot of Europeans. I'd say close to maybe 50% of the people on the trail are Europeans, or I've met people from Japan, Singapore, but mostly Europeans it seems. And of course, a good half of them are Americans too. I've met two people who are older than me. Michael is 75, I think, or 76, and this other guy I met was 71. But so far, my health is holding up pretty good, averaging like 15 or 18 miles a day, somewhere in that range. Like I said yesterday, I got to camp so early, I probably could have hiked for a couple more hours, but it was kind of fun to sit around camp. I listened to a book, audio book. I finished it actually. I don't have another book, but I've got some podcasts that I can listen to. Alright, that's it for this morning. I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Looking south on day 17, that's Mount Adams, where I was a few days ago. And down there's a little pond. I came from there around this way along the trail. This is Goat Rocks Wilderness, and I'm heading north this way. Alright, happy trails. Good afternoon. This is the Goat Rocks Wilderness. I think I finally have some views you can see behind me there. I'm going uphill, so I'll try not to breathe too hard. Just wanted to tell a quick story. Yesterday, I sat down in a parking lot to rest, and I pulled out some trail mix, started eating it. So I was sitting there with a chipmunk. I don't know if he could smell the trail mix or not, but he ran right across my lap to the other side of me, and then he chirped. So that was a pretty cool experience. Thank you. Better slow down a little bit so I can talk. We're getting up here where there's some views out of the forest and into the open. Yeah, so I guess that's Mount Adams back there. That must be St. Helens. Coming up is a place called Cispus Pass in the Cispus River, where I'll get some water, and then I'll make a camp tonight, and in the morning I'm going to have to go around Old Snowy Mountain where there's a lot of snow, so I'm going to take the alternate route, I think. But the alternate route avoids the snow. I'm still looking for my friend Michael. I hope I didn't pass him somewhere back there, but I didn't see him yet. If not today, I think I might see him tomorrow. But I can't wander too far off the trail. I think I'm going to camp near the trail tonight so I can see him. Alright, that's enough for now. Talk to you more later. I just came up to this saddle here and check out the view that I found. Pretty cool. 9/10 of a mile ahead is Cispus Pass. I can't see the trail, but somewhere up there. I'll be up there in about half an hour or so. Okay, here's where the trail goes. Right along there, up to Cispus Pass. We'll see. Okay, so I just reached the top of Cispus Pass. Still breathing pretty hard. The elevation here is 6,473 feet. So I came up, I'll turn it around so you can see. I came up that trail there, and I'm going to be going down to the Cispus River, which I think I can hear from here. Then there's another climb ahead, but that might be Old Snowy there, that mountain. I'm not sure. But I actually think I see the trail. Oh, there it is. It's right over here. Looks like it's going that way. I'm pretty sure that's where I'm going to be going. Alright, I just looked at the map, and from what I can see, these are called the Goat Rocks up there. I imagine there's mountain goats living up there. I'll be going that way later today. Mount St. Helens. up in the distance there. There's the trail. It goes along there and over there. It goes this way. That way. Somebody did a lot of work making this wall here. It's really nice to not have to walk on those rocks. But that's a lot of work. You don't usually see that. That's the first time I've ever seen something like that. Anyway, today I climbed Cispus Pass. That's the first pass that I've seen in the state of Washington. There were several passes in California and Oregon. Oregon had, I could think of Wendigo Pass right off the top of my head. But this one was the first. I'm sure there's going to be many more, especially up in the northern Cascades. I've heard there's many passes that I'll be going over. All right, see you later. I'm less than a mile from my planned campsite. I'm just hoping there's room for me there. There's some trees. There's a campsite that's out in the open, and there's one in the trees, and I'm gonna try to get the one that's in the trees. It's a little bit more sheltered from the wind. Not that it's windy here. Here's what it looks like. You see, got some snow. There's Mount Adams in the distance. Yeah. Whew. Good evening. I did about 17 miles today. I'm at my campsite. I counted 5 other people camped nearby, so that should make Tabby happy because she wanted me to camp near other people. It's kind of cold and windy up here. I think it's over 7,000 feet. It's not really above timberline, but if you look at these trees, they're kind of stunted. Anyway, it's not even 7 o'clock and I'm already thinking about going into my sleeping bag. I think I'm going to get in my tent and I might be able to watch the sunset from in there. Anyway, this place has a good view of Mount Rainier. I don't know if you can see it here, but I'm going to turn the camera around and see if you can see it. That's it right there. All right, good night.